just wanna eat right. I'm just trying to feed my city, then I sleep tight. So wanna be rich, nigga, just keep my feet right. I'm just trying to beat my foes and let them see the light. Don't wanna be rich, nigga, just wanna. All right. Hello, guys. Welcome back for another episode of Tales Behind the Creative. Of course, I am your host, Symoné Crockett, your hostess with the Samostess. Thank you all again for tuning in tonight. Should be a really interesting show for episode number 11. Tonight, my special guest is going to be Nat Richmond, aka Nebuche. She is a local rapper here in the Erie community, clearly doing big things from what I've heard around the block. I know she's been keeping it kind of low, so a lot of us may not know about her, but you're about to learn a lot tonight. I just previewed one of her exclusive songs that hasn't come out yet. It's called Wannabe. I'm really liking the vibe of it so far. I'll definitely play the rest of the track at the end of our show here. She's going to be releasing this May 1st, so you guys are getting the first sneak peek of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you'll hear the rest of it, like I said, later. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring her into video, and we're going to start the show. Of course, we are on Facebook Live, so if you guys have any questions, any shout outs, please make sure that you say those so I can let her know. And you guys can join the conversation, have some fun. We'll take our minds off of all the craziness that's going on around today. Forgot to say it, but happy Easter, everyone. I hope you all are having a blessed and a beautiful day. I know I have. So let's go ahead and bring this very talented woman into play and start the show. Let me get her on.
Hey, there I
am. Hello. How are you, baby? Good.
Flying amongst the stars right now.
I know. She's an outer space motherfuckers. Yes.
I had to make the environment match my shirt, you know.
Exactly. That's why coordination is everything, honey.
Yes.
So I'm really glad that you could come on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course, baby. Any other creative that I can expose, especially ones that I haven't heard about, is always a great opportunity. So I'm blessed that you were able to come on here, and especially on a holiday too. I know it can kind of be tough, but I'm glad that you took the time out of your busy schedule to come and give us some love here. So
thank you. Happy Easter, by the way. Happy Easter.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, happy Easter, everyone. I hope you guys all got some good dinner. I know I'm about to smash after this interview. So delicious. I've been craving it all day.
What's that? What's on the menu?
Oh, my mom made some Cornish hens with some red good potatoes, and it's got a Dijon mustard glaze on it with some green beans. Oh, yes, baby, got that soul food.
I'm headed over there after this. So
all right, sounds good. We'll do it. We got our social distancing. We'll practice it in the best way.
I tossed out the window. I catch with my mouth. It's all good, you know.
We good to go. I got you. Did you eat some dinner yet tonight?
Nah. I'm always, to be honest, I really don't eat at normal people time. Like I'm such a night owl. Like I won't eat like till like midnight type stuff. Like
I feel it.
It's crazy.
It happens. I mean, especially for us color folk, we always be on CP time when it comes to anything. You know, people be eating their dinners at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Word.
And we are at like 10 o'clock at night, just got done playing some spades, ready to eat.
Word.
That's word to Charlie Brown on his status he posted earlier. He said, you could play spades at 6 and eating dinner tomorrow.
Word. Listen. Happy Easter, everybody. That's all I'm going to say.
Here's to that. So let's go ahead and get this party started, baby.
Let's go.
So why don't you go ahead and tell myself and everyone out there who's watching a little bit more about yourself for everyone who already doesn't know who you are.
All right. Well, you know, as the ladies say, you know what I'm saying? My name's Nebuche. You know, been on the music scene for a little bit of time. I mean, you can go back. My first album came out 2011. That was LFC.
Okay.
Second album came out, The Moxie. That was 2013. And I also do music production. I also DJ. Had a show on 90.5, you know, Super Soul Saturday back in the day as well.
Nice.
DJ'd around, did a few clubs, you know. So ever since then, I've been kind of I don't want to say necessarily, taking a back seat, but I kind of refocused and I said, I don't want to go about this thing the typical way because you get typical results that way. So I wanted to fall back and kind of reassess the entire situation, my approach, my gifts, my contributions, and figure out how do I want to approach it in a way that's unique for myself. So, I'm kind of quiet on social media, but I keep busy in the background.
Okay.
It's building.
Right.
Yeah. Bob the Builder over here. It's building.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Say yes, we can.
Okay. Brick by brick, baby.
Yes, and that's what we were talking about earlier before we started the show. That sometimes it's good to keep quiet because it keeps the people guessing and wondering.
Exactly.
And then when they finally come out from behind the scenes, people are like,
Yeah.
"Oh my God!
Yeah.
Wow,
we got a lot of things in the works this year. Let me tell you. Listen, COVID ain't stopped shit over here. That's all I'm gonna say.
Amen.
If anything, it made it more intense.
We just waiting for this dang quarantine to end, and it's about to be a wrap.
It's sad, yes. I don't mind the quarantine though. I really don't. I mean, I feel like it's an opportunity for just everybody, just kind of take a second to just breathe. Everybody's so used to always go, 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 go. And it's like, this is the perfect opportunity to have an excuse to find yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like find yourself outside of the corporate environment. Find yourself outside of your typical day-to-day routine. You never know what you find up there unless you really take the time to figure out. Like,
amen.
You read a little bit more. Let me work out. Let me meditate. So, I feel like the quarantine is just an opportunity to really make a few come-ups in your life if you really take on the opportunity.
Amen. I feel that wholeheartedly, especially because I was able to have the time to put this show together after all this free time that I got. So,
exactly.
Like I've been saying in all these past interviews, it's a curse, but it's a beautiful blessing in disguise.
Mm-hmm. It is. It really is. I mean, if you have anything that you just never really had the time to, approach, like now you have all the time in the world.
Amen. Yes.
Go for it.
For real.
Yeah.
So how long have you been involved in the music industry here?
Well, let's see. We can take it all the way back to, I actually started as an intern on Super Soul Saturday back in 2004. I was still in high school. Okay. So how many years is that? 16, you can say?
Yeah, for real. Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Facts. Yeah, like it's weird to even say that because it doesn't even feel like it's been 6 years. But yeah, so you could say 2004. And then from there, I just kind of, got plugged into different scenes and, still did, the DJing thing, but also the music thing. So, yeah.
Okay, nice. So were there any projects that you were working on before all this kind of craziness came into play?
Yeah, I'm always working. Always working. I'm still working. Yeah, like I said before, the quarantine, the pandemic, it didn't throw a monkey wrench into anything. It further reconfirmed for me that you always got to have different irons in the fire because you can't depend on anything. You have to be self-sufficient. You always have to just look out and try to develop different skill sets. I've been telling people ever since the pandemic began, like, go online, get a certification. There's so many opportunities now. So yeah, this hasn't done anything in terms of like pausing anything or yeah.
Okay. So are you involved in like any other hobbies besides the music industry by chance?
Hobbies, no. I mean, everything that I do has a purpose, so I'm getting my feet wet into code now, web design more specifically. Also app development. My thing is always have a scattered skill set because you never know how you can integrate everything together. So with code, I definitely want to take what I do with music and transform that into marketing, transform that into code. I want to be able to offer websites. I was thinking the other day, you have all these new coming entrepreneurs. They don't have web spaces. That's a perfect niche market right there. So I'm gonna bring those two and see where that goes. I'm pretty confident in it. I'm working with a mentor right now. He's pretty plugged in terms of marketing, so he's been teaching me the ropes of how to just market my brand more efficiently. Gonna get the YouTube popping. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy out here.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
yeah.
excited. You got me
I'm excited. Yeah.
So when it comes to music, have you worked with any collaborations with any other local artists here?
Absolutely. Matter of fact, just a few weeks ago, me and C Brown, we was working on a song. We're gonna drop that. We're talking about doing a mixtape. C Brown was good. We're gonna do this, right?
Yeah, come on, C Brown, promote us.
It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be crazy. Doc Proto, I see you, boy. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to hop in the studio. We're always talking about these collaborative efforts. I'm still waiting on that abstract exodus, but that's a different conversation.
Okay.
Called out, sir. But no, it's always all love with Erie artists. I mean, we have so many artists here that are dope, that are amazing, and you know, I'm always excited to see everybody do their thing. So yeah, it's great.
Nice.
Yeah.
So also when it comes to performing, have you performed anywhere? And if so, where have you performed around town?
The most recent show that I did was actually Film Grain, and that was actually, what was that? That was a couple of years ago. I haven't really done any live shows recently, no.
Okay.
I've been really like tucking in the back, just really trying to focus on the actual business itself, the model, like exactly how am I going to approach this? So yeah, I've been kind of falling back from actual performing. Yeah, just want to make sure that I got the business in mind.
Right, makes sense. Sometimes it takes, that patience to perfect everything, so that
Yeah.
you can just wow the people that much more when you finally come out with it.
Exactly. Yeah. I like to do everything with a purpose. That's my biggest thing. I want to do everything with a purpose. So I like to just take my time and make sure that everything is thorough as possible.
Okay, nice.
For sure.
So, I played your new unreleased song earlier, Wannabe. Why don't you kind of tell people a little bit more about that and kind of your mindset behind all of that?
Well, when I wrote it, because if you listen to the beat, it's just to me, it's dark, it's melodic, it's kind of even melancholic in a way. And so I kind of got in this reflective space where it was like, I really don't, when it comes to having ambition, it's like, I feel like sometimes we chase the wrong things. So that's why I say, in the hook, like, I don't want to be rich, because it's not about a monetary amount. It's about the impact that you have in people's lives. It's about what you can build, what you can do. What are you doing with your influence other than just trying to chase a couple dollars? So that's kind of what that song is about. It's like, I don't want to be all these materialistic things. Like, my focus is on, who am I as a person, putting that out there for the world.
I really like that vibe, because I know we kind of all get overcome by, the typical rap music where it's all about, like you're saying, money, cars, big houses. That can get so old because it's so repetitive, and that's all we hear. And that's why I love the Erie music community, because it's like not only you got C Brown, Joshua, Jordy, all the rest of it, Proto, and you guys always speak the true real life situations, like how hard it is to come up in this type of, genre, and like what it is to be a real person and people to actually vibe with you, personally. So glad that you can give that aspect to the rap genre opposed to the typical same old that we always hear. Because, anyone can do that, but it takes the right type of person to come out there and speak personally.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as fun. Like, how you can't call yourself creative if you can't dig down deep and find something about you that is more unique than the next person. If you're just copycatting off of the next person, you're a fraud, really. So,
Yep. And we all got to stand out one way or another. And girl, you are shining right now. Hello.
Put a little oil on my forehead, but yeah.
You got me on a roll. That's that outer space glow, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like falling. I love this background.
It is nice. And like you said, it is matching that shirt perfect. We out here in NASA.
Right?
Take me to the moon and back.
I'm going to make a song called Take Me to the Moon. There we go, right there.
Oh, baby. Inspiration. Oh, goodness. So kind of take a spin to the more positive aspects of what's going on in our crazy daily lives right now. So we got this crazy pandemic going on. Kind of what is your take, if any, on what's going on with the whole COVID-19?
I mean, honestly, I don't, when everything first started, I kind of was on the fence. I didn't know, like, okay, is this a thing really? Um, is there an agenda behind it? Because the powers that be, they have way more influence in our lives than what I think a lot of people even understand.
Right.
And propaganda, I mean, they can sell you on anything. So I remember being in Walmart and I'm seeing the shelves just go bare. And the first thing I'm thinking is, man, if there was a recession in progress, this slowed it right here, because everybody's out spending money that they probably wouldn't have spent otherwise, because they
all
think
that damn toilet paper.
Toilet paper alone saved the economy, I think. So, it's election season.
Yes.
I don't put anything past the politicians and the powers that be when it comes to stuff like this. However, when it comes to your health, that should always be a priority. It shouldn't take a pandemic to wake you up and start taking care of your body.
Yes.
And if you look at the death rates for COVID, I mean, you have heart disease out there, you have cancer, you have HIV and AIDS, you have all these other diseases that, I mean, people are dying like regularly from. And yet, so I do feel like it is overblown a little bit. I do feel like it is embellished a little bit. But I definitely think it's a great reminder to, just start taking care of yourself. Like it anything can take you out any day.
Amen.
Right? You walk outside, get hit by a meteor, hit by a car. So,
you never know what day could be your last.
Yeah. So I definitely don't believe that this is something that everybody should be so worried and stressed out about. Just take care of yourself, and just understand, like, everything isn't always what it seems.
Amen.
Seriously.
Amen. Like you're saying, with all those other diseases, I mean, we've got the flu out here that's killing twice the amount of people that this COVID-19 is. I feel like there's a strong correlation between the two right now.
Yeah.
What I've been seeing, so they better just figure this stuff out, man.
Coronavirus, I mean, it's really, from my understanding, and I'm not, medical field whatsoever, but from what I've read, coronavirus itself has been out. It's been out. It's just this novel version, COVID-19, that has everybody. But if you notice, like, they're whipping up all these testing kits all fast, and they're saying there's going to be a vaccine soon. So that should kind of open your eyes, like, there's a lot more that can be fixed in the world faster, but they choose not to.
Yeah.
So,
in a way, it's like goddamn human population control. That's what I'm saying, man.
It could be.
Narrow it down.
Could be, or I just feel like it was something that was released almost intentionally to make a few changes in public policy. And leave it at that, because who's listening right now?
Amen. They're blocking us. They're like, oh, they talking too much. Got too much intel. Don't be canceling us, government. Come on now. I'm trying to share the love for the people.
Okay. I'm not easily sold on stuff like this. I'm just not.
Right. I feel that too. I'm still gonna keep living my life to the fullest. That's all I know.
And you should, yeah. You should.
So during this, yet serious and difficult time, what is it that you're doing to pass the time in a positive life, whether that be in your creative, in your personal life? What you doing?
I mean, I'm every day, even before this, I'm always trying to keep my mind busy. So, I'm big on listening to audiobooks. I'm big on writing. I'm big on making plans for myself. I'm big on, I have a few courses right now that I'm taking online. Like I said before, for coding, for app development. So, I mean, for me, it's just the typical day to day. That's how I pass my time. It's just continuing doing what I've been doing. It doesn't really feel too different for me. It really doesn't. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So also kind of while you're doing all of that, have you come up with any new inspirations, techniques, or kind of any new projects while you've kind of been stuck inside at the house?
I mean, I did have this stream of consciousness that just came out of nowhere, and I started writing a book. And
Oh,
it's
okay.
because when I write, a lot comes out. It's
Yeah,
like thought vomit,
I feel it.
it comes out. So one night I was in here and I had a bubble, and then I kept having bubbles.
Yeah,
And I write on my phone, so I'm
just
and
going
I
with it.
look up, and it's like at this point it's 5,000 words. Like I
My
talked,
gosh.
yeah, like
Yeah, girl, she's on a roll.
yeah, I just kept going. I'm telling you right now, like when I get that inspiration, it comes out. So it's almost done.
Okay.
I don't know when it's going to be released, and I don't know how I want to release it. So it's kind of just tough right now. That's why I'm talking about it, because
Yeah.
I'm just one of the type of people, like, I don't like to put the energy out there until it's fully ready to manifest. I'm big on energy. Anybody that knows me knows I'm big on energy. You have to protect your ideas. You have to protect your intentions. So I'm very careful about what I do and when and how.
Right. Do you have a title for that book at all that you could tell us? Or you
I
gonna
do, but
all right, we're gonna zip it up. Get it
it's too unique. Otherwise, I would love to share, but it's very, very, very unique. And the title of the book pretty much gives you the overview of what the book is about
Okay.
too. So it's like I can't, not
That's
yet.
all right. Anticipation
Not
is
yet.
key here.
It's
I can
cooking
feel
right
it.
now. It's
Okay.
cooking.
All right. I like it. We'll keep the lid on.
Listen, you already know. If you put that lid up too fast,
You're gonna get all that steam in your face. You're gonna get a burn. We don't
it's
want to
gonna
get
hurt.
burned out here.
Okay. Which is, so that's what I've been doing, just making sure that I'm writing more, making sure that I've been meditating more. That's been helpful. And that kind of just came out of, I've been trying to take more time away from social media because of the fact that I feel like the propaganda machine is just in overdrive right now.
Amen.
And because the propaganda machine is in overdrive, people are responding to it more intensely. So it's like, okay, I got to protect my energy at this moment because, everybody else is worked up. And if I don't put up some sort of a barrier, I'm going to start to, through osmosis, some of that's going to get on me,
Yeah.
So I've been taking a little bit more time away from social media. I mean, I still, pop up and I share, stuff here and there because I like to laugh. But I've really been tapping more into just my thought process, my ideas, and making sure that I manifest everything to its fullest potential. So making plans, writing things down, meditating more. Yeah, that's been pretty much me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with all the positive, have you found any challenges for you during the creative process while being stuck inside?
Honestly, no. I mean, if there's any challenge, I would say once again, it's just coming from the fact that, sometimes when you do hop on social media for networking purposes, what's everybody talking about?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a little bit of a challenge because, I'm a part of probably 20, 30 business groups, and, I'm plugged into there just for the networking opportunities, and they're talking about it in there. It's like, I'm tired of hearing about this shit.
Right.
I don't want, like, no.
Yeah, exactly.
We know what's out there. Like, let's get back to business. Let's focus on what we can do. Yeah, like,
right. What can we do different
to,
instead of just continuing to boggle down our minds with it?
Exactly. So that's why I've just been kind of careful about how much time I'm spending on the phone, because just now it's not the time to be distracted. It's such a great opportunity. Start that business. If you're out there and you have a business idea, start that business. You got a clothing line, you want to start that clothing line. Like, you can do so much with this opportunity. Don't get carried away focusing on the wrong thing, because it's very easy to right now. It's so very easy to.
Right.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, kind of as a musician, artist, creator, what is your goal to uplift the people around you, whether that be in your creative, personal life, before, during, or after this whole pandemic?
Well, I've always had a goal to uplift people. I've always had a goal to bring people along on my spiritual journey to help them through their spiritual journey. You know, I've grown a lot in the past 15, 20 years of my life just in self-development. So I'm always trying to reflect that in whatever it is I put out, whether it's music, whether it's through poetry, you know. So even like pandemic aside, like my goal as an artist is to make sure that people are positively affected by me, you know, to make great music, obviously, but I always want there to be a message in there that they can walk away from, you know, because at the end of the day, when you are an artist or you're a creator, your legacy is what you create, you know, like Prince lived on through his music, even if you didn't know him personally.
Right.
Tupac lived on through his music if you didn't know him personally. So as an artist, you know, even if you're just a local artist, which, you know, that's an accomplishment within itself. I always want to make sure that what I create, you know, positively reflects me.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, speaking of the quarantine, still kind of, what is one of the best things and then one of the worst things that you've taken away from this?
From the pandemic?
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. The best thing that I've learned is that people are really more humanitarian than what we give humanity credit for. You know, if you do see on social media, there's so many positive stories out there. I mean, people that are hand and sewing masks for those that are in, you know, like nurses and doctors. I think that's beautiful, you know, like they're taking this opportunity to say, like, I don't even want the money. I'm doing it to help you guys out.
Amen.
I just seen something the other day on, I think it was on the news, and correct me if I'm wrong, it was I think a hospital out in Meadville. Somebody was like in chalk putting on the sidewalk, you know, for the nurses, like, you know, thank you for your service. I was like, that's dope. I
Right.
love stuff like that, you know, because you don't see that enough in the news, right? Like,
Right.
it's always a shock
The
story.
positive. It's always the negative.
Right. So for me, that's the positive thing that's come out of it. The negative part is, you know, where you have people buying, you know, 20 packs of toilet paper out of greed.
Real, the selfishness of it all.
The selfishness of it all, you know, and you know, that's, I understand it. I do. Because let's just say things did get out of hand and you can't go to a grocery store for a month. Obviously, you want to make sure that you and your family are okay, but I think a lot of times people just get so worked up, or, you know, just don't think of the next person. So it's kind of two sides of the same coin. You have some people that have stepped up and become very generous and very helpful and very, you know, selfless, and other people who have become selfish. You
Right.
know, you have people that are price gouging out here, you know, selling toilet paper for $200 a roll. Like, come on,
Amen.
really? You really, like, you know.
It is
So
kind of disgusting, right?
it is. It is. So I guess both, from what I've observed, is just how humans react to intense situations.
Right. And I can
Yeah.
agree with that. You know, the lack of awareness and, you know, putting profit over people's livelihoods and stuff like that. It can really, you get to see, you know, the really dirty and gritty side of how humanity really is. But then, you
Yeah.
get uplifting moments where, you know, the people are out here helping out the community, because like they keep showing on every television show that you're seeing now, it's like we're all stronger together. And
Right.
And that's
Right.
why I'm kind of blessed that we're in the community that we are, because Erie is a very, very strong community, all in all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even in the
Absolutely.
creative community, I mean,
Yeah.
love that is given from each one of you to one another is
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
We
blessed
all
that we
support
can
one
be part
another.
of
I
it.
mean, yeah. Yeah. I think there's a lot of bigger markets out there where people are more competitive and they're like, you know, us against you or you against us.
Right.
And I think we're more supportive of each other out here because this is a smaller community. And we're just like, you know, what are we going to compete for? You know, we all have a unique style. So there's no reason to be against one another, you know?
Exactly.
It's nothing going to come of it.
Amen. Because you
Yeah.
all stand out in your own beautiful ways. And that's what I love about y'all so much. Oh,
Thanks. Oh, shout out to my cousin Markel. I see you. I love you. I see the comment.
oh yeah, you in here. Oh,
Thanks.
yeah.
Shout out to Yeshua as well. What's up, homie?
Yes,
You
you're
know what I'm
always
saying?
out here spreading the love. I love his black ass. He is
Thanks.
something. Can't
But
get
share it, y'all. If you watch right now, share it to your page. Share it to your page.
Yes, amen. Come on, share the love.
Share the love. Let's go. Hearts all over the world.
Yes, baby. Love, love, love. So, speaking of love, what kind of words of wisdom or advice would you like to pass on to the people, your fans, followers, friends, all that?
So much.
Okay, come on, speak it. Let it be out. Let them know.
I mean, just find your higher consciousness and always follow it. At any opportunity that you have to be unique and to step away from the crowd and to distinguish yourself, take that opportunity. Because there's enough copycats out here.
Amen.
And you never go find your own shine unless you look within. So take time every day, even if it's 10, 15, 20 minutes, meditate, you know, write some thoughts down in a journal and just really figure out who you are, what your goals are. And, you know, it's not going to be an overnight process. It might take you a year to really uncover who you are, but I promise you, it's one of the most rewarding experiences that you can ever take. One of the most rewarding journeys to ever go on is the journey of finding who you are, because that's how you can truly begin to heal the world and to contribute to the world. Is if you give from within. Don't give from your ego. Give from the true self within you. And you know, you don't have to do it for social media. You know, everything's not for social media. You help somebody out today if somebody's out of food, you know, because their stimulus check didn't come.
Amen.
You don't have to post it on social media that you bought them a refrigerator full of food.
Right.
Everything
You don't have to be showing all type of things.
you know, like just everything doesn't have to be for the book. Everything doesn't have to be for IG. Just be a good person and do unto others as you would want done unto yourself. That's my biggest message.
I like that. That is seriously one big thing that really, needs to be spread across. I mean, I see a lot of Charlie Brown kind of spreading that same message where it's like, you know, not everything needs to be done for the publicity of it all.
Right.
Seriously, take it in and be grateful for yourself for doing that, because in turn, you're going to get back what you give. And
Yeah.
you don't need everyone
Trust in the universal. Yeah, I'm big on universal law. Like if you put it out there, you're gonna get it back. You're definitely gonna get it back. But it has to be for the right, you know, for the right reasons, not for popularity, not for likes. You know, just be a good person for the sake of being a good person.
Amen.
Period. Yeah.
Goes around, comes around, like Justin Timberlake would say.
Okay. Yeah, we're all connected on a much deeper level than what I think we understand. So, you know, if you do others right, you know, it will come back to you.
Amen. I really like that. Really good
Yes,
word of advice right there, darling. So honestly, that's kind of all I've really had for you tonight, question-wise.
Okay.
I know you didn't have anything prepared because I kind of was late with it, but I'll definitely be playing the rest of your song in full effect so everyone can hear that. Give the teaser that they deserve, that's for sure. I was over here bopping to the side. I was like, oh, okay, all right, this is good. I'm feeling
video
it.
for it, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a video for that. We're gonna have a video for that.
Okay,
You know, but
good.
the song will be released, you know, Spotify, Apple Music. Look for it on May 1st. You can actually follow my page on Facebook. It's Neighbor Shay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the comment section so you know.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. How can people find you? We need to make sure we
I'm
can
putting
get
in the
that.
comment section right now. Okay.
Yes,
So
baby.
also my SoundCloud, but oh yeah, follow me on IG. Light Shadow is my name on IG, which is LITESHADO. I'll also put that comment in the comment section. Follow me. Thank you.
Actually, before I go, how did you even come up with that stage name that you got? Because I like
Neighbor
that.
Shay?
It rolls off the tongue. Yes.
That's my name.
Yeah.
Natalie
Okay.
E. Richmond.
All right. Nice. I like the blend of it. It sounds beautiful, baby. It's very eclectic. One of a kind, for sure.
I mean, you know, just again, it's got to stand out, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, my goodness, it was really nice to learn a lot more about you. Because, like I said, you've been hiding in the shadows. You're the big shadow.
I've been up here in orbit. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I'm up here in orbit. You know what I'm saying? I had to pause my orbit for this, you know.
Yes, and I'm grateful that you really take the time out of your busy schedule with everything that you're doing and come out of the shadows and into the light to kind of give us your perspective on your creative and everything else that's going on, because it's been very enlightful for sure.
Thank you. You're welcome. I definitely appreciate you taking the time and having me on here.
Anytime, baby. Anything I can do to keep spreading the love in this creative field that we have in this community.
Yeah.
More the merrier, honey.
Yeah.
Especially during times like this. We all need that break and that relief to kind of just take a deep breath of fresh air and take in something positive and spread the love. So
there's always positive to take in. You just have to be willing to see it.
Amen. Perspective is key in a time like this.
Is the glass half empty or is it half full?
Amen.
You have to
Everyone's going to take it a different way.
Okay.
Yes, baby. Well, happy Easter. Again, thank you so much for coming out. I hope you stay safe. Have a beautiful night. Get some grub in your tummy, baby. I know you're a night owl, but you better shove that mouth. Come on. She said, I got some Red Bull. She's staying energized out here. She got that.
When I tell you I eat like one meal a day and I be straight.
That's it.
I be straight. Yeah. And here lately I've been on a big salad kick.
Yeah.
I feel the need to be
salads is good as hell.
Yeah, I love me some salads now. I've been on a big salad kick here lately. I don't know, just to keep my body, you know.
I feel it. I know I've been getting a little chunky out here during this quarantine. I need to get my salad back on, cause
man,
good in the neighborhood, but I need to do some crunches or something. That's not right.
You done ate up all your quarantine snacks, huh?
Oh, hell yeah, girl. I be keep going back to Dollar Tree every day for some Sour Patch Kids. I be hungry.
See, you can't do that. Can't do it.
No. I'm tempted, though. I'm sorry. I can't help myself sometimes. I give myself a little bit of a tease.
Thanks. I feel you on that.
Oh, well, thank you again so much, baby. I'm going to let you go. Have a beautiful night. And I really can't wait to reconvene with you after this is all over. Meet you in person.
We will.
I can't wait to hear when that freaking song drops and see the video that comes with it too, baby. And that book too. I'm gonna be waiting.
Yeah, man. I kind of pulled from the book a little bit in tonight's questions. You know. Yeah. I just didn't tell you when.
That's all right. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue.
Yeah.
All right, baby. Will you go back into orbit? You keep keeping up with your stuff. And I'll be talking to you sooner than later. That's for sure.
Facts. Y'all have a good night.
Yes. Bye, baby. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So thank you all so much for tuning in. That was another great episode of Tales Around the Creative, episode number 11. Nat Richmond Boucher, freaking amazing woman. Oh, I love her. A woman of many talents, but someone that you really don't get to hear about often because she's kind of in the shadows. And I like that. It makes you that much more intrigued, that much more anticipated for what's to come next. So I am pumped for what's going to be coming out of the works here, especially with all the collaborations with all these amazing local talents that I've already interviewed and will be interviewing here for the later shows. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play the song that I played earlier in full effect so you guys can get the whole feel, especially since it is something that hasn't been released yet. So you guys are going to get the first sneak peek. So pull up, take a listen, take it in, and then I'll wrap up the show and we'll go from there. So let me get this going for you guys so you guys can get a little taste of the magic, because it's pretty damn good. Let me get it going.
Don't wanna be rich, nigga. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Don't wanna be rich, nigga. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Don't wanna be rich, nigga. Just wanna eat right. I'm just trying to feed my city when I sleep tight. Don't wanna be rich, nigga. Just keep my feet right. I'm just trying to keep my O's and let them see the light. Grab the bag, I'm swinging the hitter, then I hop the track. Coast and post and beat the track. Marathon games, nigga, hide the stash. Pray for the humble, we the last batch. Generation lost, nigga, not success. Me while I'm dreaming of a boat and pass to a far fashion of remote without a where a million crashing, far gone. Figure in the middle, bone over one. Working hands, see that near spawn while my soul is pouring. Nigga, close the door. I don't own the phone, now I own the mortgage, and my credit struggling, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it, and I'm out and out, and I'm a lying ass. Cause I'm a bold, but that's in my psychopath. Don't wanna be rich, nigga. Just wanna eat right. I'm just trying to feed my city, then I sleep tight. Don't wanna be rich, nigga. Just keep my feet right. I'm just trying to beat my foes and let them see the light. Don't wanna be rich, nigga. Just wanna be eat right. I'm just trying to feed my city when I sleep tight. Don't wanna be rich, nigga. Just keep my feet right. I'm just trying to beat my foes and let them see the light. I the part. I reach for the chips and I play with hard. 17 number, but I'm number one. First round draft pick option up, and I don't need a time. Get up on the grind. Pursuit of the habit is hard to find. Everybody 9-5 overtime. But if you're not working for you, I know you is the blues, cause you lose, don't cry tears. No emoji, niggas hide your fears. Or easy gang and the weak appears. Survival elevate and the evil revere. Just that chickens and I'm hot tier. Need more burn like I said it was here. A nigga who's bad cause I made it here. And if you're not walking my shoes, you don't know what the fuck I've been through. Don't wanna be rich, nigga. Just wanna eat right. I'm just trying to feed my city, then I sleep tight. Don't wanna be rich, nigga. Just keep my feet right. I'm just trying to beat my foes and let them see the light. Don't wanna be rich, nigga. Just wanna eat right. I'm just trying to feed my city when I sleep tight. Don't wanna be rich, nigga. Just keep my feet right. I'm just trying to beat my foes and let them see the light. To the bag every day, honey. I get it my way, honey. They say I did it my way, honey. Get to the bag every day. Don't wanna be rich, nigga. Just wanna eat right. I'm just trying to feed my city, then I sleep tight. Don't wanna be rich, nigga. Just keep my feet right. I'm just trying to beat my foes and let them see the light. Don't wanna be rich, nigga. Just wanna eat right. I'm just trying to feed my city, then I sleep tight. Don't wanna be rich, nigga. Just keep my feet right. I'm just trying to beat my foes and let them see the light.
All right, guys. So I really hope that you guys like that little teaser there of her new unreleased song, Wannabe. I really like the lyrics in that. It really does express the feel for the community of creatives that we have out here. The fact that she's saying like she wants to feed the community and then she'll sleep right. I feel like that is a constant goal and a vision of most of the creatives out here, which is, like I always say, an amazing, amazing aspect of the talent that we have here in the Erie community. They're all out here just having one goal in mind of making sure that their audiences, as well as the other creatives, can all be one as a whole. And it really does show the empowerment of us all being stronger together at the end of the day. And especially in times like this, we really do need to pass that message and that view along. So I'm really glad that I was able to get to know a little bit more about her and showcase this song for you guys that will again be coming out May 1st, and hopefully have a music video drop with that. I can only imagine what that'll entail, because the words in that are very inspiring, and the beat is, woo, it's very catchy. I'll definitely be listening to that on loop for a couple days, that's for sure. Next time I'm mowing the lawn, I'm gonna be bumping that in my headphones, no doubt. So with that note there, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the show. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. I hope you were able to take in some insight there. Very, very awesome, positive vibes that she was spreading. And yeah, definitely a way to take our mind off all the crazy and negativeness that's been going on with these trying times. But hey, guys, we're almost done. It's the 12th of April. So that means, 18 more days until we are out of this. Hopefully, fingers crossed that nothing else comes apart. I mean, I know there's a lot of craziness in other states, but we're really blessed that we're in the place that we are. So hopefully this will be over before we know it. But tomorrow, I will be back again for Tales Behind the Creative. We will be at a new time tomorrow, okay, guys? I will schedule a live so that you don't forget. But tomorrow at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, I'm going to have a local filmmaker, John Lyons. He is the owner of Lion Den's production, and he's also a part of the Northwestern Film Society, the Film Society of Northwestern Pennsylvania. Let me get it correct. So he's a really, really awesome dude. He hosts all the Film Game series at the Bourbon Barrel. And that's every Wednesday. I know there's not going on right now, but it's a really, really awesome opportunity to take place in. You get to go there. It's like, I think the price is raised. I believe it's like $14 to $18 now. We'll talk about it tomorrow, but yeah, it's a really, really cool thing that he does. The Film Society is an awesome nonprofit organization that achieves to help local filmmakers, which is something that, you really don't get to see very often. I know there's a lot of talented filmmakers out here in the community. So they're doing amazing things with that nonprofit. So it'll be really nice to talk to him, and it should be a really interesting time considering it's at a different time frame than usual. So I'm excited to see what viewers we get for that show. So I'm going to let you guys all go. Again, happy Easter. I hope you guys all had a beautiful, magnificent day. I know I did. I was able to go out to a beach house of my friend of mine's today, and it was absolutely stunning. It was so tranquil, and I'm feeling very much at peace today, for sure. Couldn't be happier, more blessed with the people that are surrounding me. So just like you guys are all amazing. And I am so grateful for all the continued support that you all give me. Again, I'll speak about my new page, Tales Behind the Creative on Facebook. Go ahead and give that a like, give it a share. More the merrier. That way I can then transfer all these live streams over there so it can make a little bit more sense. But of course, you guys can continue to add me, share the love. If you're any creatives, want to get on my waiting list for May, hopefully that can transfer over into a professional studio. If not, we'll keep doing these live streams because they're just as fun. But hey, thank you guys all so much for tuning in. I love you. Stay safe. Keep spreading all the love, the positivity. That's all we need to do in these times. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Tales Behind the Creative at 3 p.m. sharp. My name's Symoné Crockett, your hostess with the Samostis, and I hope you guys have a beautiful evening and a beautiful day tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow at 3. Peace and blessings. Bye, guys. Love you all.